Hi, Tom here at the Choo Barn again. This is 2018, and we have already gotten into the refurbishing, the cleaning. Already took out a couple of animations that needed some work done over during the winter that I couldn't get to during the summer. This is the mechanism that actually works the little treehouse animation where the kids pulling the dog up, and then the guy comes down out from underneath the treehouse to hopefully get the dog. I use, as you can see here, I use plexiglass, and I made a cam. I made two of them. One for the dog, pull the dog up, and the other one is for the guy coming down out from underneath the tree, the house itself. And there's a follower on this, and that's what this thing is right here, okay? And there's one also right here, okay? Now, when I first built this, I built it and I used springs to keep tension on the cam, to have this little follower on the cam. How do you use springs? Well, what happened was the springs put actually too much tension on the motor, and it wore my motor out. It just totally messed everything up. It would get all herky-jerky at the end, and I said, I got to figure out a different way. So what I did was I took the springs off, and I now use these weights, because if you pull a spring may be very easy to pull at the very beginning of it, but as you pull it, it gets tighter and tighter, and the tension gets harder and harder, which is what was going on in here and making too much drag on my motor. So what I ended up having to do is I ended up putting this wire on with this little turnbuckle, and it was able to bring this back into line with the motor shaft. I replaced the motor. I actually used little ball bearings in here to hopefully get a better, smoother ride on the cam. Then each one of these, the two of the cam followers are hooked up to a string, goes up over a pulley and down, and these are actually sinkers. And that's actually 4 ounces of weight, and it doesn't matter. 4 ounces of weight is 4 ounces of weight. That's not going to change with it going up or down. So I'm always going to have that amount, the same amount of tension on the cam. So, and also, a lot of people ask where I get this stuff. Well, all the brass and the aluminum, I buy all that, and fabricate. The two pulleys actually are for a screen door. I went into my favorite True Value hardware store, Zimmerman's, and went to the screen door section and pulled that drawer open, and there they are. There were a couple of different really nice pulleys, and so I used one here, and I used one here, which is what my string, and the string is actually a 30-pound test line, very heavy fishing line. It's a cord, more or less, not a filament. So this is it. This is how it looks underneath, which you never get a chance to see. So hopefully my rebuild will work. I need two people to put it back in. One's got to go underneath and hold it, while another person on top to fasten it in. So that's one thing down. I can cross this off my list. The next thing I'm going to be working on is replacing the elevator motors. So again, welcome to 2018, and stay tuned.